Viewer discretion is strongly advised. This true crime story contains violence and loss that may disturb some viewers. If you're ready to unravel a chilling tale of deception so sinister it'll haunt you forever, hit that subscribe button now. Smash the like, and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from, and if this case sounds familiar. Laura, if you're out there, no matter what's gone wrong, we can fix it together. No trouble's too big for us to face as a family. September 2nd, 2017, Damascus, Maryland. A remote farm field, quiet and unassuming, conceals a secret so dark it defies belief. Fresh tire tracks cut through the dirt, leading cadaver dogs to a shallow grave hidden in a wooded clearing. What they uncover shatters a family's hope and exposes a betrayal so calculated it leaves even veteran detectives reeling. The man who stood before cameras, tears streaming, begging for his girlfriend's safe return, had buried her body here days earlier. This is a story of lies so intricate, they unravel a monster's double life. Welcome to a case that grips you from the first second and never lets go. Let's rewind to understand how this nightmare began. Laura Wallen, 31, was a beacon of light at Wilde Lake High School in Columbia, Maryland. Crowned Teacher of the Year in 2016, she poured her heart into her students, seeing potential in every face. A daughter, a friend, and 4 months pregnant with a boy she planned to name Reed, Laura had every reason to shine. Her father, Mark Wallen, called her a work in progress, always finding the best in others, a trait that defined her teaching. But her boyfriend, Tyler Tessier, her partner since 2010, was crafting a web of deceit so elaborate it would destroy everything she held dear. Their relationship was a roller coaster of breakups and reconciliations. But by 2017, Laura believed they'd found stability. She didn't know Tyler was living a parallel existence. Another woman, another promise, a decade-long engagement kept secret from Laura. Tyler didn't just lie. He constructed 2 separate worlds, each built on a foundation of manipulation. When Laura's pregnancy threatened to collapse his carefully curated facade, he made a choice that would end in tragedy. August 2017. Laura begins to suspect something's wrong. She discovers Tyler's fiancée and reaches out, not with anger, but with a desire to talk woman to woman. She sends a text, seeking clarity about the man they both loved. When the other woman shows Tyler the message, his response is bone-chilling. 6 days before Laura vanishes, he texts his fiancée, "I could literally kill her for what she's done." Those words, cold and deliberate, foreshadow the horror to come. September 1st, 2017. Laura's family sees her for the last time. She's vibrant, excited about her baby and the new school year. 24 hours later, she sends her sister a haunting message. A photo of an open field, trees in the distance, with the words, "Tyler has me on an adventure in the country. Don't know why I'm here, but it's for something." Laura doesn't know she's been driven to her own grave. September 3rd, investigators believe she's shot execution style in the back of the head and buried in that field. Her life and her unborn sons extinguished in an instant. Tyler's plan kicks into high gear. He's not just a killer, he's a performer. He sends text messages from Laura's phone, impersonating her to buy time. Surveillance footage from a Safeway grocery store on September 2nd, 8:30 p.m., captures them together, the last time anyone but Tyler sees her alive. Later that night, he discards her driver's license and iPhone in a dumpster near an apartment complex. By September 4th, he's texting an acquaintance, asking for a ride to Baltimore to clean up a mess. The acquaintance refuses, unknowingly dodging a dark request. September 5th, 2017, the first day of school at Wilde Lake High. Laura's classroom sits empty. Her students wait, confused. She hasn't called in sick or requested a substitute. Her colleagues grow worried, and her family knows something's terribly wrong. Laura's sister contacts police, sparking a missing persons investigation. Detectives begin interviewing everyone close to her, including Tyler. But every time he speaks, a different story emerges. Inconsistencies pile up, and police realize they're dealing with a liar. The question is, are they also dealing with a murderer? Laura's face appears everywhere. Flyers with "missing" In bold red, letters plaster Montgomery and Howard counties. Her family, friends, and students distribute them, desperate for answers. Social media amplifies the search, and a $25,000 reward is offered for information leading to her safe return. On September 7th, police find Laura's 2011 black Ford Escape in an apartment complex parking lot across from her school. The front license plate is missing. Inside a nearby dumpster, investigators recover her license and phone, discarded like trash. The evidence points to Tyler, who admits to driving her car and tossing her belongings, but claims he doesn't know where she is. Behind the scenes, detectives are closing in. They obtain the photo Laura sent her sister. The field, the trees, and tech analysts work to pinpoint its location. They also notice Tyler's been visiting a specific rural area in Damascus repeatedly since Laura disappeared. Suspicion mounts. On September 11th, Laura's family holds a press conference. Her parents, devastated, plead for their daughter's life. Tyler sits beside them, holding Laura's mother's hand, his voice trembling as he speaks to the cameras. "Laura, if you're listening, it doesn't matter what's happened. We can fix this together." The public sees a heartbroken boyfriend. Detectives see a suspect. In a bold investigative move, police allowed Tyler to attend the press conference, a decision made with Laura's family's approval. They want to watch him, to see what lies he'll tell, how he'll perform under pressure. Laura's mother endures the agony of sitting next to the man she suspects, holding his hand for the sake of the case. The media coverage is relentless, the public rallies, and the search intensifies. But detectives are already steps ahead, planning a search warrant for a farm in Damascus. September 13th, 2017 noon. A Montgomery County search and rescue team, accompanied by cadaver dogs, arrives at a property along Price's Distillery Road. The landowner has no connection to the case, but the photo Laura sent matches this location. The dogs bolt toward a wooded area, pulling their handlers along fresh tire tracks. In a small clearing, they stop. Disturbed earth, a shallow depression, and clothing protruding from the soil mark Laura's grave. The scene is photographed, evidence collected. That evening at 5:30 p.m., Tyler is arrested at his Damascus home, charged with first-degree murder, altering evidence, and making false statements. The autopsy confirms what investigators feared: a single gunshot to the back of the head, execution style. Under Maryland law, Tyler can't be charged for the death of Laura's unborn son, Reed, as the 13-week fetus isn't considered viable. The judge at his bond hearing calls him a danger to the community, denying bail. Laura's father, Mark, speaks outside the courthouse, his voice steady but laced with pain. He's a monster, a liar. It was the hardest thing for my wife to sit next to him at that press conference and hold his hand. Tyler spends the next 11 months in a Montgomery County jail, awaiting trial on September 6, 2018. Prosecutors build an airtight case. Surveillance footage placing him with Laura the night she vanished. Text messages including his threat to kill her, his admissions to disposing of evidence, and his conflicting statements to police. Laura's family prepares for a grueling 3-week trial, bracing to see crime scene photos, hear how their daughter died, and face her killer in court. But Tyler has one final act to control. September 6, 2018, 4 a.m. He wakes in his cell at the Montgomery County Correctional Facility in Clarksburg, as is routine for trial days. By 4:15, he showers alone. At 4:36, a guard sees him dressing. At 4:45, he refuses breakfast. At 4:55, during the next check, a guard finds him hanging from a bedsheet. Despite efforts to revive him, he's pronounced dead at 5:32 a.m. 4 hours later, at 9:30 a.m., the courtroom fills. Prosecutors, defense, jurors, and Laura's family are ready. The judge delivers the news. The defendant was found dead in his cell this morning, apparently a suicide. There will be no trial. Jurors gasp, some sit stunned. Laura's family, who waited nearly a year for justice, watched the room empty. Determined to expose the truth, Montgomery County State's Attorney John McCarthy holds a press conference that afternoon, with Laura's family by his side. He lays out the case, Tyler's dual relationships, his lies, the text threatening Laura's life. He reveals Tyler maintained 2 lives of years, deceiving both women. Laura's outreach to the other woman days before her death likely sealed her fate. McCarthy calls Tyler a psychopath, noting he admitted to police he shot Laura, though the confession wouldn't have been admissible. 5 suicide notes are found in his cell, none acknowledging the murder. To Tyler, lie was like breathing, McCarthy says. Laura's brother-in-law, John Key, speaks. He stood our family up for the last time today. Laura's family channels their grief into action, pushing for Laura and Reed's law to allow murder charges for the death of an unborn child, regardless of fetal age. They want Reed's loss to matter. Laura's classroom at Wilde Lake High remains a testament to her compassion, her belief in potential. She was a teacher, a daughter, a mother-to-be, only 31 years old. On September 30th, 2017, Laura and Reed are laid to rest at the Lutheran Church of St. Andrew in Silver Spring, Maryland. Hundreds attend, filling 3 overflow areas. Mark Wallen tells mourners Laura saw the best in everyone, changing lives with her kindness. Her legacy endures in the students she inspired, the community she touched, and the fight for justice she sparked. This case leaves us questioning the depths of human deception. If it moved you, like this video, share it with someone who loves true crime, and comment your thoughts below. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more deep dive investigations into cases that challenge our understanding of justice and morality. Stay curious, stay compassionate, and never stop seeking the truth.